Hello everyone! Welcome to a very quick sketchbook walkthrough. This sketchbook, I've been working on it since I want to say the middle of last year, and I just finished it a couple of days ago. I thought it would be fun to maybe make, just show you guys a couple pages of it. Let me know if this is something that you enjoy watching, and I hope to make more. Thank you so much. Enjoy!
I wish I had the sketchbook when I started drawing. I used to sketch on printer paper because real sketchbooks were too expensive. Then I found this $12 Ohuhu sketchbook and it changed everything. No bleed through, perfect for alcohol markers, and for the price of a McDonald's combo meal, it's a no-brainer.
Look through my first digital sketchbook with me on an app called Paper by WeTransfer. This app is really cool because it lets your digital drawings look like an actual sketchbook. If you're a digital drawer like me, but you still really like the aesthetic of a sketchbook, this is perfect for you.
What happened at the girls' camp, Peppermint Patty? I finally saw the little red-haired girl that Chuck is always talking about. And you know what I did? I cried, Linus. I cried and cried and cried. Better give me my blanket back. I don't think I'm ready for this. I stood in front of that little red-haired girl and saw how pretty she was. Suddenly, I realized why Chuck has always loved her, and I realized that no one would ever love me that way. I started to cry, and I couldn't stop. I made a fool of myself, but I didn't care. I have a big nose, and my split ends have split ends, and I'll always be funny looking. And I think I'm gonna cry again. She's so pretty. She just sort of sparkles. I'll never sparkle. I'm a mud fence. I'm a plain Jane.
Okay.
People keep asking me why I choose to paint such ugly creations when I could easily make something better. Well, even though my art may be utterly disgusting, there are complex emotions embedded into every piece I create that only the most intelligent of people can pick up on. This painting explores a disturbing reality where cheese is conscious, and it's a really groundbreaking piece.
1, 2, 3.
Most people think that artists have sketchbooks filled with beautiful drawings. Not me. Mine is a sad little book filled with garbage. Let's check it out. I mean, this looks like I was trying to draw while getting electrocuted. This just looks like I'm attacking my sketchbook. And here we have absolutely nothing. What are you? Oh look, an actual drawing. Finally.
Alright, check it out. Since my art hit your page, can you do me a big favor and watch this video? Because this took me many hours to do. So I hope I get one like, couple of comments what you think of it. And if you can, maybe share with somebody that might like my artwork. Because I put a lot of love and effort into this. So I hope you guys blow this video up and show some love. I would really appreciate it.
Here's a good way to hack creativity. Being an artist, I don't always have ideas coming to me 100% of the time, so this is a good way to get the creative juices flowing. With these notebook exercises, I really challenge myself to just let my hand do whatever it wants and just wander around the page with a bunch of different colors. For me, it always starts off questionable, but then it unfolds into something really inspiring and interesting. The point of these exercises is just to have fun and to release any blockage you have. Going into it with an idea or a direction kind of defeats the purpose of this, so you really want to just scribble across the page until you get something you like. It's always good to have a few different mediums around you, like here I'm using watercolor, oil pastels, crayons, and anything I could get my hands on. If you're an artist that always goes based off an idea, this will really help you to explore a new possibility in your work. When I first started doing this exercise, I found myself staring at a blank page for countless minutes at a time. That's why I strongly emphasize to just grab whatever is around you and start going at the page and just letting your mind free. Also, don't focus on whether or not it's looking good. Keep adding new elements or covering up parts you don't like. Just remind yourself that this is something you have to build on and something you have to get good at over time. After doing these consistently, it really became sort of a therapy for me. It helps relieve the pressure when I'm feeling uninspired or simply when I'm stressed from the day. I also love going back to these sketches and using them for bigger canvases. There are countless sketches that turned into large format pieces that quickly became one of my favorite pieces. So that's my hack for creativity. I really hope you try it and find a benefit in this, even if you're not an artist. If you like my sketches, I actually have a few available on my TikTok shop. Here are some examples. If you would like to support me in another way, simply drop me a follow for more creative content.
Ideias para deixar o seu sketchbook mais interessante. Ideia número 1, adesivos. Você pode tanto comprar como fazer os seus próprios. Eu gosto muito também de fazer uns quadradinhos coloridos ao redor do desenho principal. Ou então você pode só contornar o seu desenho para dar um destaque a mais no personagem. Eu gosto muito também de fazer alguns desenhos menores que têm relação com o desenho principal. E para preencher espaço sobrando, eu gosto de colocar alguns detalhezinhos pequenos. Esses aqui são os meus favoritos e eu meio que espalho eles pela folha.
I always like to make my sketchbooks look as thick and messy as possible. This goal pushes me to think of outside-of-the-box ways to fill up pages. I'll rip pages out, make new pages, sticking found objects and trash in it. I remember once I taped pieces of a broken phone onto a page. Working with multimedia in a sketchbook in a place where it doesn't really have to look good really helps the creative gears going in your brain. So while leaving no empty space in a sketchbook is also a good practice, a really fun one is to stick trash and found objects in. I think I'm going to start a series showing a few ideas on how to bulk up your sketchbook. Follow me if you're interested.
24 people, 24 victims of my art. But hey, where I'm from, that's just what happens to real estate agents. For maximum efficiency, let the background dry while you work. I made this blue line so you know it's time to turn them into monsters. For a first pass, this looks pretty good, except for you. This is what we in the biz call creative problem solving. Alright, sweet. Now I want them all to be wearing the same color. Once again, not too shabby for a first pass. Alright, I gave the class blue hair and now it's time to play custodian, and by that I mean clean it all up. Minty fresh. They're smiling because of how much money they make. Do you remember when it was cool to edit your pictures like this? Now how the H do I come up with all these names? Oh, you coy son of a... This is starting to not look like a letter anymore. I forgot to box them in, and I'm leaving these H moments in for an obvious reason. And as you could have guessed, this square is going to be confusing. And then add the year the first telephone was installed in the White House. Then just hit it with some magic spray and do a bang-up job gluing it in your notebook. Actually find better lighting, and then you're done.
Hey, want to listen to some tunes?
Yo, MF.
Well, 2021 was my greatest year of drawing, I think. 2023 shows how far I've come. So let's do a quick look at this. So for 2021, I want to show some line work. You can see that I like this, I like that, I like the pencil, I like this one the most. This is 2021. I like just using the line work, shading, doing something different. And then for 2023, this is where I could really see my influence for tattooing and making line work as well as depth priority for me. Of course, I'm still doodling, but the fact that I'm able to do this and create a complete book.
Like a flower in bloom. Can I call you Rose? Can I call you Rose? Can I call 'cause your fragrance takes over the room. Can I call you darling? I wanna
Sketchbook idea. You need acrylic paint? Do spots like this in the paper. Smush, smush. Result.
Come draw at me. This right here is going to be my reference for today. Let's get into it. Now listen, I'm not gonna lie, this was my second sketch. First one did not come out that good, so I had to redeem myself. To be honest with you, I almost didn't even feel like drawing no more. But as we can see here, I persevered. Now listen, I think a lot of creators be giving up on themselves way too early. For example, you might have a real good idea of a content that you want to try, but you might have not even tried enough times to see if it'll hit. And even if things don't work out the way you want them to, you can still use that experience to put towards the next creative idea that you have. Anyway, I was trying to do a good job on shading the face of this drawing. I think I need a little more practice on it, but I think I'm also getting a little better at it. But hey, y'all let me know if y'all got any recommendations of anybody that y'all think I should use as a reference image next. Hey, I'm sure all my artists could relate when I say this. I draw much better and much faster when I have a reference image to look at. I'm gonna be exact, but it's gonna help me get my proportions right. Also, I can't forget my little character in each of these drawings, man. Anyways, y'all let me know if y'all want more of these videos, man. This is my final drawing, and y'all have an amazing day.
Hey, do you want to help a father from G provide for his family? In order to help Muhammad and his family and help this reach more people, please stay the entire way through. Search for art journaling in the search bar. Come back here and let me know all the cool ideas you found while I tell you about Muhammad. He is a father with 3 kids. This is adorable Hamada, Jamal, and Tame. I know that a lot of people probably know by now there isn't aid coming in, so the resources that are available are extremely expensive. A bag of flour could be up to $300. So this is why maybe 5 or 10 doesn't make a difference to our day-to-day, but it does make a difference to their day-to-day. You can spare just a bit at all. Campaign's on my link tree with a yellow heart. Every bit makes a huge difference.
I feel like I love me, 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 I feel the earth, the wind, the stars. I feel that's who we are. I feel the earth, the wind, the stars. I feel that's who we are. We teach the kids that when you rise up, it's a better day. To be a better person and do better things in a better way. Life is
together. It's absolutely beautiful. It's soft, it's smooth. Are you looking for the ultimate sketchbook? Well, you found it. The pages are beautiful. They're large. There are 660 pages, guys. You can draw for a very long time in this one book. I'm left-handed, and I like it because I can start from the back and I don't run my hand through the pages like that. I've attached a link below. Check it out.
If you use alcohol markers like a Hoo-Hoo or Copics, you got to get the sketchbook. It's the Render Sketchbook by Crescent Creative, and the markers just don't bleed through.
I can't. It's so bad. Like, it's the proportions, I have to say. I'm critiquing this at this point, but like, ooh, line art is just very different.
If you dance, I'll dance. And if you don't, I'll dance anyway. Give peace a chance. Let the fear you have fall away. I've got my...
I paint the ideas that keep me up at night. Here's day 2. So this picture popped in my head. I quickly doodle it so I can go to sleep and not forget by the next morning, but it's always fun and a challenge to see if I can recreate exactly what I imagined. Inspired by pink sand beaches, it turned out exactly how I imagined.
La principal razón por la que alguien compraría este sketchbook una y otra y otra y otra vez no es solo por este precioso color o estos otros 3 preciosos colores, sino que son también súper cómodos y se abren perfectamente a la mitad, todos los tamaños. Y eso es lo otro, cuentan con 4 tamaños distintos para que puedas escoger según tu preferencia personal a la hora de dibujar en distintos tamaños. Tienen una increíble resistencia a todo tipo de materiales como por ejemplo las tintas que no se traspasan. Perfecto para dibujar por ambos lados. También pasa con los lápices de colores que no tienen ningún problema para trabajarse sobre este tipo de papel, aunque le pongas muchas capas de color. Y si bien no lo recomiendo tanto para marcadores al agua y los marcadores al alcohol se traspasan bastante, aguanta súper bien marcadores al acrílico como los Posca. Y el grafito de las minas de colores pues también. Imagínate, después de terminar uno, obvio vas a comprar otro. Y recuerda que puedes encontrar todos los colores y tamaños de los preciosos sketchbooks de Art Creation en dibu.cl y en nuestras tiendas físicas de Santiago.
New year, new me, or should I say new year, new sketchbook. It's kind of the same thing, am I right? Let's go over some ideas for getting this baby started off right. Number 1, make a page for your favorite songs at the moment, along with a self-portrait. Now I can go and look back at my sketchbook in like 10 years and be like, aw, it's me in my little studio. I remember when I had all those favorite songs. What nostalgia. My next idea is to make journal spreads for every single month of the year, because they act like little chapters in your sketchbook and they help you remember what drawings you did that month. Next prompt, set some goals. Right now my goal is to read more books, so this is the page for that. Also make a visual diary for the month. So this was for November. I just drew little pictures of what I was up to and interested in that month. And now I'll never forget. Last prompt, draw what's in your bag.
My favorite time of day.
miss me, but
I always like to make my sketchbooks look as thick and messy as possible. This goal pushes me to think of outside of the box ways to fill up pages. I'll rip pages out, make new pages, sticking found objects and trash in it. I remember once I taped pieces of a broken phone onto a page. Working with multimedia in a sketchbook in a place where it doesn't really have to look good really helps the creative gears going in your brain. So while leaving no empty space in a sketchbook is also a good practice, a really fun one is to stick trash and found objects in. I think I'm going to start a series showing a few ideas on how to bulk up your sketchbook. Follow me if you're interested.
You'll come around if I don't do too much. We had our downs, but we had way more ups. Let's make love. That be the reason.
Using some water and my acrylic paint, I'm going to lay down all the colors, and then with a dry blending brush, I'm going to blend everything in. Then I sprinkled some stars and adding details to my clouds and a moon. Now I'm sketching out the base layer of the mountains, and then after I have the base layer sketched out, I go back and add a second layer and add a little bit more details and shadows and adding the lights and darks, and then added a little bit of fog and waterfall and detail everything here. And then after that I'll work on adding the water. So I added the base water. Everything's about layering, so the more layers you add, the more the painting comes to life. So now I'm adding all the little ripples and water details, and here it is. This original painting is now available at felixkfineart.com.
Because I am burning it. Because I set the paper on fire. Fuck.
I'm one of the world's biggest perfectionists, and I was like, screw it. I'm just gonna draw some fish instead. Because I've been journaling a lot lately, and if it doesn't look perfect, I feel the need to like redo it and put so much energy into it. So today I got my nature book out, and I was like, I'm just gonna doodle some fun little critters, and this is gonna be amazing. And I decided that I wanted to do fish because they are just so cute. And I got all these different fish with different colors, and I just started to doodle them. And then afterwards, I would take a black pen to them and kind of outline it. And I feel like it turned out so cute. I highly recommend just getting a nature book and finding little critters that you find interesting and just drawing them. I wanted to make this my wallpaper, so I put the little quote, "Just keep swimming" on it. And I absolutely love how it turned out. Have a good day. Bye.
This is the oldest sketchbook I still own. This is a more recent sketchbook, and in this video I'm going to talk about making progress. First, I hope you all can tell that I really did start from zero. I am self-taught and I never felt talented. I simply made a lot of drawings. These ones are from the Zen monastery where I used to live. That's a long story for another time. I was also a substitute teacher once. Please, please, please don't tell my former students that Mr. K is on TikTok. The point is, I had to learn human proportions, perspective, and how to draw with confidence, all from making a lot of mistakes. I mean, just look at these color choices. Now, fast forward a few years and I am traveling in Spain. Another long, fun story. But here you can see I have a lot more creative control in terms of composition, color, and storytelling. I have some tips I can recommend for making the most of your time, so if you follow for more, I'd be happy to share them with you.
to your assigned row. Take your assigned seat as quickly and safely as possible. We will be leaving shortly.
If just being born is the greatest act of creation, then what are you supposed to do after that? Isn't everything that comes next sort of a disappointment? Slowly entropying until we deflate into a pile of mush?